Hey everyone, welcome to the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is Wednesday, August 21st, and I am Riccio.
I'm Somppi.
And we are lonely.
Very lonely.
We're gonna stop doing chin things.
That was really weird.
Kumar's busy work. Dan's taking a break. No, he's just at home relaxing.
Yeah, but, he's had a rough couple of days, so it's good that he's
the sicknesses
off his feet.
Come back.
Oh yeah, they just surround and plague this group.
The good news is that we were able to record some stuff, so no shortage of Valkyria.
As well as we've got some other stuff coming.
Yeah, that's
as long as they don't wait a month to release those.
I hit a camera. I think.
You hit a camera?
I hit the camera. No. So what have you been playing this week, Devin?
I don't know. You've played less than me, so we should probably start with your list.
All right. I played some Pikmin again. I finished it.
How is that? Is it worth it or?
It was good. It made me happy I had a Wii U, although it also made me super frustrated.
Oh,
which is weird.
The puzzles great or were
no,
they weirdly designed?
It wasn't really puzzly stuff. It was, I don't know. It's not really puzzly. RTSE, I guess. But I spoke about it a bit on the last podcast, but it's same stuff. I kind of like the exploration stuff still. I like the combat sort of. It's kind of one of the boss fights I had to do, which is later on in the game, where I won't say what it is, but something fairly massive, and you kind of have to use different Pikmin, because there's 5 available in that game.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of swap between which ones you would be using to attack. So there's water at the thing's feet, so you'd have to use the blue one. And then when you drop, you do something else, etc.
Okay.
So you also have 3 commander dudes that you're commanding. Mm-hmm. So I had each one set to having a different type of Pikmin, and I would swap them in and out. And I kind of felt like it was almost like StarCraft microing.
Oh, really? It was that complex that you felt?
It felt just that one. Yeah, at one point I felt pretty intense about it.
Okay.
But
so it's good systems, not a bad interface. Does the job?
Sort of, yeah. But what bothered me a lot is I don't know if I just didn't realize it earlier or if it wasn't just bothering me when I started playing the first few times, but the AI for the combat was kind of like
a little
wonky.
derpy.
Yeah. So what happens is you throw Pikmin, they either land on them and they latch on and start fighting, or they go near it and then they'll rush them and they'll hit it. Or what you can do is you can also lock on, and if ever you are close enough where it's locked on and you hit the B button, which normally if there's nothing nearby, they'll just disperse and split red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin, blue, pink.
Oh, based off of color and stuff.
And then it'll also throw your 3 space dudes apart, so you can kind of choose who you want to use. So it's the same button as charge in. So as I was doing certain boss fights, you'd kind of run in and be like, all right, charge. And then they'd all split and you wouldn't have a selection. And they start getting eaten and dying and shit. And you're like, oh no, what the fuck's happening? I got select. So
that could have probably been solved with a button on the Wii U tab.
Either a different button or I couldn't tell if there's on the lock-on. Sometimes I think the border would become a bit like a white outline if it was okay, you're close enough to do it. But sometimes I'd see it and I'd hit it anyway and it would just kind of split and just do weird shit. Or I'd throw Pikmin next to something and be like, all right, attack it. And they would just kind of stand there and then they'd get eaten. So weird stuff like that. Either I just started noticing it farther, in my 10th hour of it. It was 14 hours for me to finish it. I kind of skipped a lot of the exploration stuff once I got to the final level because I was getting really irritated with the game.
Oh, okay. So you're just I need to get this done.
Yeah, I was this is pissing me off more than having fun right now, so I'm going to beat it. So, okay, the way the game works is that every time it's it's a day cycle. So when you beat a day, the game saves.
Okay.
But it'll keep tagging on, okay, now you're at day 4, now you're at day 5. But you can go okay, I'm going to go back to day 3. It'll erase my forward progress, and I'll start from here.
Oh, okay.
So what I've done is the final boss is on its own separate level, sort of. You can go to this level, and there's you kill the final boss. So I kind of got him down to half health. And that was my last day save. So if ever I want to go back and let's say do some exploring, I could just go to that level, and instead of going to kill the boss, I just go to explore. So I have a perfect save.
That's good.
I wouldn't kill the boss.
Right.
Anyway, it took me about 15 hours. The game is pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. There is still nothing quite like it in terms of how the exploration and stuff is, but I got way too frustrated at it. I know people were saying that I should have been using a Wiimote and a nunchuck so you can kind of aim at the screen to be I want to throw things here.
Oh, okay.
Except for with charging and stuff, I don't think that really matters because it would probably still break, but I don't know. So,
yeah.
I finished Pikmin 3. That was really fun. I suggest if you have a Wii U to pick it up. If you're thinking of picking up a Wii U for it,
maybe hold off for
it's a pretty short game. Well, it's not that short, but you can get through it faster than you expect, and then unless you want to go through and explore everything, which might take, or do like a no death run and all that crazy stuff. Maybe you'll enjoy it, but I got through it faster than I thought I would.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of sad.
What else you got?
I'm trying to think.
I was watching your Steam and what you were playing this week, and you have played a lot of CS:GO.
Yeah,
like an excessive amount.
So I think I talked about it last week a little bit, that there was the arms dealer update that came out, which added weapon skins and all that. I've recently gotten back into it pretty hardcore because of that. Not just because of the skins, but actually, okay. So I've been playing a lot with a buddy called Skinned.
For skins.
No, called Skinned.
No, but you're playing with Skinned for skins.
No, that actually that's a joke that people are making. It's like, hey, what do you want to trade for? 4 skins. It's like, trade 4 skins for. Anyways, it's gross as fuck. Point is, it's. I've been playing with another buddy, so it's fun because you can kind of communicate. But I feel like unlike StarCraft, I'd never want to do like team matches and stuff because I don't really communicate that much when I play online, either StarCraft or like I say StarCraft because that's the only one I get like really hardcore into. Even if I play COD or something, I don't like using my mic. But when it comes to Counter-Strike, I feel like I can go in solo, and I always find people who are communicating, and it's fun to communicate. And I don't know.
It's not some kid yelling over the mic.
Even when it is, if it's a child, like that sounds bad. Even if it's like a younger person, let's say. Everybody always communicates properly, or does like call outs, or asks like, okay, what should we do? Should we go like to the bomb site A or bomb site B? Or there's always, I don't know. I guess it's like the community or the crowd that it attracts is just sort of maybe more mature or something. But I don't know. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with that. But I went in for skins, and 4 skins. 4 space skins. It turns out you can only get 4 a week, or 4 drops a week. So it's like TF2. You can kind of get like either weapons, crates. It's like Dota and all that stuff. If you get a crate, you can spend $2.50 to get a key, or you can buy the key off the marketplace for $2 instead.
I will note that you
have I made it.
Cash.
I made a rule. I was like, okay, I'm not going to spend any more than $20 on keys or whatever for CS:GO. So I put $20. I was going to put $20 on my Steam. Steam's stupid. They're like, hey, you can only put 10 or 25. All right, so I put $25 on my Steam account. I so far used $5, so I got 2 keys. If you buy keys off the community marketplace, they're actually 50% cheaper. 50% cheaper. 50 cents.
50 cents cheaper, not 50%.
They're 50%. Point at the wrong camera. They're 50%. It would be awesome, but no. So they're $2 instead. So you can kind of get a few more.
All right. So you can get a little bit more out of your $25.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is I put all that money in there, and then I realized you can only get 4 drops a week. Usually it's like 2 skins and 2 crates. There's 2 types of crates. There's just weapon crates, and there's esports crates, which I think they're just separate drops that you can get from them. So I already got my 4 drops really early on because I played for about 20 hours within the past few days.
You've already like clocked everything.
Oh yeah, within hours I had all the drops I could get, but I kept playing. So I'm like, oh, you know what? It's gonna give me another drop. It's gonna give me another drop. Turns out it limits you, and then I think it's on Thursdays. I don't. No one really knows what time or what day it resets.
Like weird reset day.
Yeah, so I think TF2 also resets on Thursday. So maybe this is gonna be the same thing.
Probably just tied into the same servers.
But so I've gotten really back into CS:GO. I used to play CS back in like 1.3. I'd go to like really random LANs during my like high school time, and then whatever the 1 servers went down, which was just Steam. I played 1.6, like, oh, this is kind of fun, and I didn't like the riot shields. And then Condition 0 came out, and I was like, this is kind of fucking super garbage multiplayer. Then Source came out, and I'm like, I really hate the feeling of this. CS:GO has kind of hooked me back in because the skins were like, oh, I'm gonna play a few hours of this, and then I got into it, and then I started getting good again. And then it's just like, all right, why don't we just keep playing for no reason now? Let's just have fun.
Let's enjoy this.
Yeah, let's enjoy
play a game to actually enjoy it.
And enjoy it. Plus, I like the feeling that, like, not to kind of toot my own horn, I guess, but I can be sometimes really good at that game. And I like the feeling that's like, okay.
Of the win? You like that
rush?
Not
the win, but yes, also, but like StarCraft, I had like the learning period of like, holy shit, I'm terrible at this, to getting good. Mm-hmm. And I like that CS:GO, I don't have to do that learning period. I can just get in, and now I can just try and get as like, it's just so much better. Like now pay attention to like the stupid meta shit.
You don't like that ramp up of like, okay.
I don't get the frustration. It's not
that frustration, and then, you know, that you've got that downtime where you're not at your optimal, ability.
But it's funny, there's like this recurring thing that's happened every day that I'll be like, okay, let's play some CS:GO. I'll hop on, And then the first match that we'll play, it's 30 rounds. It's first to 16 wins. Unless you get 15, the other guy gets 15, then it's tie. There's no tiebreaker. Just everybody gets, that's it. So by the first few rounds, like for the first half, because once you hit 15 rounds between both of you, it switches. Like if you're a terrorist, now you're counter-terrorist and all that stuff. Yeah. By the time that switch happens, I've like warmed up. Like I'll play the first half and be like completely garbage. I'll sometimes be at the bottom of the leaderboard. By the end, I'm just like fucking totally positive, and it's like we won. And it's just funny because every day that we'll play, it's just like, oh man, I'm fucking having like the worst time. This sucks so much ass. To like me screaming and like not angry, but like just like super happy. Like, holy fuck! Did you see that shit? Oh my god! And just it was awesome. It's just I don't know.
So what you're telling me is if you go pro, you have to play like a match before you actually play your real match.
Yeah, I guess so. I gotta like warm up.
You have to have that warm up period to get back into it. Yeah. And get your focus down.
But yeah, I go in anyways during. I only pretty much play ranked matches. Only till last night, I think I started getting into like the gun game stuff and all those secondary sort of game modes.
Oh, all the like, yeah, all the secondary ones.
Yeah,
weird.
Well, there's gun game and there's another one called Demolition where you level up like gun game, but it's round based like the original modes. It's kind of weird, but it's still fun. But yeah, Counter-Strike also. It's a weird feeling when you're playing it. I love playing with headphones because the like positional audio for the footsteps and everything sounds so good. There's just I don't know why I'm explaining this one thing, but there's like this special awesomeness in that game where you're just kind of like super focused. And let's say you're playing in a map where you're like in an open area and you can kind of easily get surrounded.
Yeah.
And it's just you and it's like one or two other guys on the other team and you're just kind of like waiting. And you hear like that one dude who like let go of walk, and you hear like that one footstep like behind you around a corner, and like turning around and annihilating someone just because you kind of like sound horror thing.
Yeah, you hear.
I love when you get shit like that. And you're just like, oh my god, that was my heart stopped. It was intense. It was so crazy. This game's fantastic. But yeah, no, clearly I've gotten way addicted back into that game, and I can't wait to spend a shit ton more hours playing CS:GO. Because
I feel like if I actually pick that up again, I'm gonna fall down that crazy rabbit hole. Because I played a lot of. I think it was like 1.0. I played original build. Yeah. And like you had to load it through the Half-Life launcher.
Yeah.
And I played like a super intense amount of that back in the day.
Well, it's different.
But that is legitimately the only like, Counter-Strike I have. Is the original like
that's some like weird broken ass shit.
Well,
what was it? There was certain maps
wasn't
that
bad.
From 1.0 or 1.3 that I really enjoyed that they don't have anymore in any of the new ones, which are the AS map, which is the there were escort maps where you had one guy's a VIP with 200 armor and just a pistol.
Yep.
That shit was crazy, and I wish they would bring that back on either Source. Actually, I think they brought it back on Source, but anyway, I would like to see that in CS:GO just as a fun thing. But yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I have it loaded, and I see it every once in a while, and it's just like.
We should play.
Should do that.
Actually, as a little segue here, did you play any more Payday 2?
Oh, hell yeah. I loaded a lot of hours in Payday 2.
Solo or?
I played some solo, just kind of grinding for cash.
When I mean solo, I mean like against with bots, not like going online.
No. Yeah. Cool. Like, so I played a bit with just some bots to try and grind some cash up.
Okay.
I wanted to get this big silencer for my pistol, and it was like $132,000 for the silencer.
But expensive ass silencer.
But it like legitimately you shoot it, and all you hear is like it's like nothing.
It coughs at you.
Yeah, it coughs. So I got that, and I got a couple other masks for it.
Okay.
And there's this like crazy like customization world of masks where you have different patterns, different colors, different like. So it's not just like, you have the general shape of it, but I saw one guy who had the ball gag mask, and it's legitimately like a mask with a ball gag. But he had it fully customized out where it was all like carbon fiber, like mask, and the ball gag was like bright pink. Like absolutely
messed up.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous stuff. As well as like the guns in that feel so good.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Each gun has its own different feel and its own like perfectly unique sound, and like even the reloading speed is slightly different per gun. Yeah. So like the AK is a slower reloading one because you have to. It's a bigger clip and it takes a bit to lock it in. But like an M4 is like he legit just like drops it and the clip falls out and he slots a new one in. So it's a faster reload. So it's really really interesting feeling when you get you have a variety of guns you can pick from. Like I have 3 or 4 assault rifles, a couple of pistols, 2 different types of body armor, and like all these different things. So when you pick a mission, you're like, all right, what do you think I'm gonna need for this?
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna go in silently or am I gonna go in like crazy?
You always need to shoot people.
No. We played.
Really?
There's just like, I had the first experience, but you know how it said days?
Yeah.
Well, we picked a mission that was 5 days long.
Okay.
So, 3 days long. I had another one that was 5, but the first one I played was 3 days long.
So the fire starter one?
No.
One,
This one was you had to steal these weapons.
Yeah, that's the fire starter.
It is the fire starter one. Yeah. Okay, so I had never played that one before, and it was super crazy to get into it because it was like by the end of the mission, you had this great sense of accomplishment. Like, holy shit, I just survived 3 days of this stuff. Like, this is beastly. You know, like breaking into the FBI was intense.
Yeah, that was
a
crazy level.
So it was super, super crazy. And like, because I had never seen it before, I had no idea what to go in with. So like the first day I had a loud ass pistol, like no silencer, no nothing. And it just had like great stopping power.
Oh God.
So like I'm opening doors and stuff for people where my partner was playing with had everything was silenced. Like his assault rifle was silenced, pistol was silenced. He was wearing like the biggest, bulkiest body armor though.
Oh man.
And so it's just like I felt really cool because you're like mapping out patrols and like walking your way through them.
Little highlight thing.
Yeah, point and highlight, and you're walking your way through it. And the guys we were playing with were actually like audio chatting as well, so it wasn't like text. So it got like super tactical, and I played probably like 5 or 6 robberies with this like one crew of guys, and it was super intense and super tactical. And we did the jewelry heist on the hardest difficulty you can do, and you have to get like fucking 13 bags of jewels.
Oh wow!
It is legitimately like, if you are not communicating with your like the people you're playing with,
can you just like hold on?
You will die. You will finish it.
Could you imagine the cops in that situation? Just like random, just put yourself in their shoes. Like, okay, guys, they're going back in again for more bags. We fucked up again. We let them get back inside the store we're defending.
Okay.
Oh, they're leaving again. Okay. Well, oh no, they're going back in. God damn it!
Actually,
guys.
for this robbery, it was super crazy because what ends up happening is there's police like officers chilling on the street.
Okay.
Just like eating hot dogs and like crazy stuff like that. So we scoped out the whole area and took out both security guards and put them in a duffel bag and like moved the duffel bag into the other bag.
Yeah.
Like into the corner so like they couldn't be seen. But what ended up happening was one guy was like casing the joint out and like taking out the security guards, and the other 3 had to wait outside the jewelry store. And as soon as we were going like hot into the store, had to shoot the cops.
Oh my God.
So it was just like absolute crazy moment of like, all right, 3, 2, 1. Everybody puts their mask on at the same time. Like pistols come out, cops get dropped, and then like one dude like shot out the front window and ran through the window and like was telling people to get on the ground, and it was just super crazy.
Like this game more than any other game is something you probably can't talk about in public.
No, you really can't. It's not something you can make conversation with friends in a public area. Like, yeah, I shot that guy in the face and, put my
Remember when we were robbing that jewelry store and we shot those cops? Oh my God.
It was so good.
Like, should we fucking like tell the cops?
Like, oh my God.
What is happening?
So, I don't know. That game just definitely has a great feel to it. And the community isn't bad, though I definitely have gotten a lot of guys who like are getting elitist already. And I was playing it like 2 or 3 days after release. And playing it for super intensely, and guys were like, "You're bringing that gun in? Quit."
Like, you gotta
what?
No, well, the game was like had that pre-order beta for like 2 weeks, I think, before release. So there's that.
Yeah. So I just found like you'll get the odd dick every once in a while. It's like you're bringing that gun in.
Odd dick. Nothing.
Jerk.
Okay.
Jerk. The odd jerk.
Okay.
So it's just I don't know. It was really good, and the drop in drop out functionality of that, like every PC game should probably take a lesson from that.
Now it pauses and it's like, all right, loading you right in.
Yeah, but like cool. As well as it doesn't start you in a random spot. Like it like load you will like kind of like where the AI was before and like load you in, and then you have like 10 seconds to kind of like get your and it's got that countdown, so it's not just like I'm in. Oh, police officers all around me.
Especially in that kind of game, you wouldn't want to get interrupted and be like, oh fuck, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. So. And I managed to do a completely silent mission.
Oh damn.
It was a 4 stores one.
Yeah.
And it was, you know how we did where everybody went to their own store?
Yeah.
It did that, and it happened that every one of the stores only had one clerk in it. And,
oh, wow.
And we waited for each of the, like, what happened was one guy put his mask on first, told the clerk to get on the ground, and started, like, hacking the safe.
She thought you meant, like, punching him in the face.
No, like, hacking the safe. The other guy, like, kind of, like, kitty-cornered him across the street. Yeah. one of the customers legitimately walked out of the store, so he only had 2 people to deal with.
Oh wow.
Got them on the ground, like hog-tied them, moved them around, started drilling the safe.
When you say hog tie them, it's like you tie up the fucking like hostage and you just put like a tomato in his mouth or whatever.
An apple.
An apple? Sorry,
jam
it's an
it in his
apple.
mouth.
Tomato.
Perfect. I don't know. It's just like, it was really cool to have this crazy plan that we didn't think would like work at all. Just go off seamlessly and just like, it was perfect.
Yeah, Payday 2 has some pretty crazy moments.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely is. It's something you have to play with friends, though. I got really bored of it playing by myself or even loading into like random matches with people, because if you don't speak the language of the people you're with, it does not work out. Like I hopped into, I think it was like maybe Brazilian.
Okay.
They were straight up all speaking Portuguese, and I had no idea what was going on. And they just like ran into this situation.
I have a random story to say about Counter-Strike now.
All right.
So the US servers or something went down for the Counter-Strike servers, because it was when you do like matchmaking, it normally takes again like a minute or something, but it was saying like, hey, it'll take 30 seconds, and you get to 30 seconds, hey, it'll take 2 minutes, you get 2 minutes, hey, it'll get 6 minutes, it kept going up and up and up until it never found you a game.
Yeah. Okay.
So what it did is it randomly put me into like a European match. And I knew that because everybody had like 13, 15 ping, and I had 150, and everybody was speaking like German and like just like like Swedish people in there, but there's one dude who I'm pretty sure was Italian. And I knew this.
Really?
And I knew this only because every time I go into a US server or a Canadian server, everyone's like, "Oh, hey Rico, why don't you come over here?" Or like Riccio, or like they'll say it all messed up, but this dude had like a rolled R, like Riccio. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And every time like he would say my name, like I said it like kind of shittily Italian, but like it would just
Riccio.
It was just like, holy fuck, this guy's saying my name so good.
Just should have recorded that audio clip.
Yeah, I should have. But it was awesome. Like we were all communicating, like we were still all communicating. Like I said, like everyone was still speaking English. Actually, it was cool because they'd speak their language, but I started doing good. And then whenever they were communicating towards me, they would actually like
Switch
say it in
to
English and then go back to whatever they were doing. I was like, oh, I'm totally down with this.
Nice
That's
of
fine.
them. Like,
but it's just like saying my name in like Italian. I was like,
Riccio.
that's how it's supposed to sound.
Not this broken Rico crap, eh?
I don't mind. I don't mind when people say Rico and stuff. I still laugh, but it's just funny. Like it took me off. Like you'd think that when people mispronounce my name, it would be whenever I'd like react to it. But when people get it right, like really right, I don't even say it that way.
You're like,
I'm just like, holy shit,
I'll take this.
this is really fun.
This is really kick ass.
Yeah, I just found that was really random.
So yeah, it was good. But I hopped on the Asian servers, like the
for
Payday 2.
Okay, I was like, the hell.
I hopped on the Asian servers for that. It's not a good idea.
You probably can't understand anything.
No,
That's
not a single.
That game is highly communication, especially when you're trying to do it stealthily. Or
the worst is when you get 3 out of the 4 people have mics, and the one dude is trying to type out commands. And you can clearly see when he's typing, because he'll be shooting or something, and just like stand up, and then like text will come across, and you're like, okay, dude, like shut up, just listen to what we're telling you. Yeah, so it wasn't bad. I really like that. What else have I been playing? Plants vs Zombies 2.
Yeah,
Didn't mention that all last week.
That
I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that game, to be honest with you.
I like it. But I don't know what I think about it, only because the only times I've played it have not been like I haven't sat down and been like, oh, you know what, I really want to play Plants vs Zombies 2. It's always just been like, okay, I'm bored, I have my phone out, might as well play some Plants vs Zombies 2, because everything else on my phone is just kind of like boring, or it's something like I normally play Robot Unicorn 2 Attack or whatever that thing, but pausing on a runner game is like the worst thing, because when you unpause, you're fucked. It's like, hey, it's over.
Yeah, you might as well just quit it.
Yeah, but Plants vs Zombie was like easy for me to kind of like pause the game, or like go out, check like emails, or just walk away or something, and then come back and be like, okay, pick up some more
Yeah,
solar.
it's definitely not bad for that.
It's been fun. It's cool. It has a lot of in-app purchases to buy plants, door unlocks, level unlocks.
Have
upgrades.
Have you gotten this? So I finished my like 10th level in that first mission.
Yeah.
And then I finished it, and it gave me like, it had the option of like 30% off this plant, 30% off this plant, 30% off this plant, 30% off this starter pack. I had to go through 15 X's before it would kick me back to.
I didn't get that many. I do it always just pop up once.
I don't know if it was like it glitched out or something like that, but it was just like X.
Oh god.
X. All right, the game's here. Like, it's ridiculous. So played a bit of that. I'm not sure I really like the art style. I prefer
Really?
the first one.
It looks the same, I find.
No, it's a pretty like they added more shading and slight realism to the second one.
Weird. I didn't even notice that.
And I went right from like I was playing 1 and went right into 2, so like I had that comparison right off the top. So as well as they don't have the ability to upgrade, or at least not yet, to upgrade the plants you have.
Oh yeah.
So like I was used to going from like the regular sunflower to the dual
Now
headed
it's a
sunflower,
separate-
and I'm like, what? Why?
Now it's a separate
Fuck
plant.
is this?
Yeah, it's weird.
So I haven't been able to get my like tactics down for beating that game.
The one thing I do like at least is that it seems really in-app purchasey, but a lot of stuff you don't really need to buy things. In fact, there's a lot of things that are behind locked doors that you get keys as random drops whenever you kill any zombie. It can drop one.
Yep.
The way the game is made is you replay levels a lot, but I don't mind it because there's always a new goal for you to do.
Yeah, that's true.
And it seems like keys drop almost every level or every second level. So trying to unlock levels that are behind locked doors that require keys ends up not being so bad, because once you go back and try to redo all the levels at least once or twice if you want to try to 3-star them, normally you have enough keys to get out of there and be like, okay, I'm just going to lock both these doors because I just got like 10 keys out of that shit.
Yeah, there's not a huge paywall. Like I definitely, if I was lazy and didn't want to go back and like redo them,
Yeah.
you can legitimately pay your way through that whole game.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do anything if you don't.
You'll probably
want
feel
to.
like shit though because you're skipping on so much content. But
Oh yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if I was not willing to grind out for the like that one extra key,
Yeah.
do it. So it's not terrible, but it definitely feels dirty when you get those ads that pop up where you click on a door. And
I don't mind that it's in-game ads like, hey, why don't you just buy this plant, instead of being like, hey, why don't you try like Love Simulator 3 is free on the App Store, why don't you try and find the no button somewhere on this. I hate when that shit happens.
Oh really?
Like another free-to-play games normally will have like just that weird thing where it's like, no thanks, yes, and you're like, oh fuck, is this part of it, or do I have to find an X somewhere? What happened?
Yeah, those pop-ups are pretty annoying.
But I don't know, I've been having fun with it. I like it.
It's not bad. I find I'm playing it when I'm like waiting like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, doing kind of like I'm not sitting through whole levels. I'm just playing like half and then doing another half. So it's not bad. But I don't know. Another one that a new thing that I've been playing is the Bureau.
How is that? Should I explain that I pre-ordered the Bureau, Splinter Cell Blacklist, and Saints Row 4. Have not received them yet. Actually, I'm gonna check while you're talking about the Bureau. I'm really sad because I think it's hopefully gonna be arriving tomorrow on Thursday. But
honestly,
what do you think of it?
I like it. I like the feel of it. It's I would equate the combat system pretty much to like Mass Effect,
Okay.
where you like hold down the B button and it brings up this slow-mo time mode, and you can go over your squad mates and you can select their abilities and you can direct them at enemies.
Okay.
Like in the first bit, there's one guy who has the ability to spawn a laser turret, another guy who's got like a crit headshot ability, and then everything's on timers.
Okay.
So if you use it 20 seconds later, you can use it again, or however
It's not
long.
like materials or mana or
No,
psi or something.
not no crazy thing like that. It's all time based.
Okay.
And then you also have the ability to move them around, to get them to flank, to cover.
You're playing this on the PC, right?
Yeah.
So I know in the console version you can just kind of point and tell them, hey, go to this wall. Is there some sort of like on PC, like hit a button, get like a cool zoom out view, like, hey, go grab this?
I didn't actually see that. I was playing with a controller.
Oh, okay.
Because
I was just wondering if
I just found
for
it
some
to
reason.
be easiest to like lean back and play with the controller.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like does that XCOM thing where like you got that little icon that's above the ground and then it like moves around and it's all tile based. It reverts back to that, but it's about 2 feet off of where your character's head was.
Okay.
So like your third person, so you can see over cover and everything like that, and then when you hit B to move a character, it just kind of like kicks you up a little bit higher, and then you have that icon to move your character wherever around.
Does it pause the game or something? Or
It's slow mo. So like I
watch them die at your terrible decisions?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you don't do it quick enough, you definitely can get critted very easily. They have a bleed out functionality on the level on the one that I'm playing, so you can like get one of your other squad mates to go over and revive them, or you can go over and do it. It's only 2 other AI companions, and they are dumb as nails. Like they are just derpy as can be. And I was actually excited when they do that Mass Effect thing, or no, maybe it's it's Mass Effect, where you run into that obstacle, and then it's like choose which one you would like to use to fix this door, and you're like, okay, this one I don't like, so I'm gonna get him to fix the door. This one we're gonna fend off these waves of people. As well as I really like the 1950s in their like style and how it feels and the music that they have.
Yeah.
And they do a really great job of making you feel like you're actually in the 1950s.
If there was like future tech.
No, like
or not future alien tech. Sorry.
Yeah, if there was alien tech. So it's this really jarring contrast because what happens is like in one of the levels you go in and they've put up an AA gun. And it's on this big raised platform and it's all like metallic-y and shiny, but it's a real big contrast to the good old American hometown 1950s, like, you know, brick and mortar, and there's a pharmacy and like there's the diner on the corner and stuff like that. And then there's this jarring like sci-fi platform with an AA gun on it. Jesus. You're like, this totally doesn't fit and is really wonky and weird.
I like it.
Yeah, so it's this really great contrast of it. And the aliens talk.
Weird.
They have these they have these infiltrators that you actually like have a conversation with one of them.
Like English?
Yeah, like straight up English.
Okay.
But it's also like, you know, in regular XCOM you start off with these like crazy looking assault rifles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everything is weapon, like besides the alien tech, is all weapons from that time.
Oh, weird.
So there's none of this like I've got a full on assault rifle. You have this like
Tommy gun or something.
Like it's a full auto like rifle, but it's one that was used in World War II. It's the M14.
Yeah.
And then like you have the 1911 pistol, which is a little bit slow to shoot, but it's like has the stopping power of a 45. So they did a really good job of capturing the like essence of that time, and all the dialogue is really like it's got all these like callbacks to that time. So I really like it for that alone. But they have these dialogue trees like Mass Effect, and it's legitimately like a circle wheel, and you can choose what like thing you want to pick.
Yeah.
So obviously that's going to tie in later. But it's so weird because what happens is it's the same like standing animation, just the background's changed.
Oh, weird.
So it's like it's rendered in game and it's live. Like it's like so if you stand there, the character will kind of like move and do stuff. But they have this like dead set like staring eyes at you. And what happened was
like while you're choosing, you mean? They're just like
yeah, they're just like staring you down while you're waiting to choose. And what happened was their eyes will move and they'll like kind of like look around sometimes. Well, one of the eyes fucking like got caught in a position and got stuck staring at the floor.
Oh my god! So
and
like
then,
all Tiny Tina on you, where it's like
yeah, it was like
flips out.
What? And the worst was I was talking to about 3 or 4 different people, one after another, and their eyes rolled back into their head.
Oh, that's weird.
And like it was just white. So
you should probably shoot them.
I was like,
take them out.
This is not a good thing.
Not a good sign.
Yeah. So it's not bad. I really like it, actually.
Is there any multiplayer to that at all? I don't know.
I didn't really check that out, to be honest with you.
Okay.
If it was multiplayer, it would be like Gears of War. Cover-based,
you
know, directional kind of thing. They do that. They do the same kind of indicators as XCOM and Enemy Unknown with the grenades, where you've got the balance pattern and the big radius. They also tell you when you are in the slow-mo, like kind of, I think it's called the action menu.
Okay.
They also will give you percentages of exposure and hit rate chance as well. Neat. So you can easily, if you're quick enough at it, you can select one of your AI companions and immediately kind of scan the battlefield and see which one's exposed to them, and then make a decision based off of that.
That's cool.
So it's not just as blind as like you shoot at him, go. It has that kind of still XCOM-y feel, but you have to be really careful with that because
it's not turn-based or anything, right? You just shoot people.
It's just kind of go as you will, but you have to be very careful because it doesn't stop time, it just slows it down.
Okay.
So if your dude is trying to, like, you're trying to select him to do something, he may pop out of cover and try and shoot someone, or he may just stand there and be like, what's up? Are you gonna pick something for me to do? So you have to be very careful with that because they will get downed very easily if you're not fast. With it. If they're in cover, they stay in cover and wait for your orders.
Okay.
But if they're like running towards cover and you like pick them, they just kind of
that's weird
slow-mo run towards what you're running.
Well, hopefully by the time I get it, they'll patch in some of that shit and fix it up.
I know it's really good. I like it. I definitely was not expecting that what I got.
Yeah.
But I'm not disappointed with what I have as well.
Sweet. Okay.
So I definitely want to continue to keep playing that. That's great because the way that they have it checkpoint out is I'm not playing in like continuous sittings. I'm not sitting down for 3 hours and playing it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of playing like 30 minutes here, 40 minutes there. And the way that the checkpoints are lined up is it's 15 minute. It seems to be about 15 minutes before you hit a cutscene and a checkpoint.
Oh, okay.
So it's paced really well. So you can drop out of the mission very easily without being like, okay, I gotta go through this huge battle scene again or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's the checkpoints are.
So there's no
done
hard
really
saves then?
well. There are hard saves.
Okay.
You can do that, or you can also do no saves, no checkpoints.
Oh shit.
It's like that's like the Iron Man. Like
Ooh. Ooh.
there's like there are some crazy
Okay.
modes involved in that,
Might check that out.
and like you can there's also you can't. So you get these like ammo crates that are dropped where you can choose different weapons, but you can also swap out your guys.
Okay.
So if you have like, I swapped out my sniper for an assault tube because my sniper was useless. Well, you can only select the guys you have to go on that mission at the beginning of the mission.
Oh.
And if one of them dies,
It's over. He's dead.
he's dead.
Yeah.
There's no getting anybody else, no other squad mates spawning in
Oh,
or
wow.
anything like that. You are stuck with 2 people for the whole mission. And
That's pretty crazy. Holy shit.
And the other thing is you can customize them too, so you can change the color of their and they're all wearing dress shirts and ties and
Yeah.
hats and really look like 50s clothing, but you can customize it completely that way. So my dude's got a blood red shirt with a white vest and a black tie, and
That's pretty cool.
his hat is dark blue, and so you can customize them, and you can also do the whole naming thing from XCOM, the other one.
Amino?
Yeah. So you can name first and last name. You can give them a middle name. You can change their birthday. You
That's
can
pretty cool.
Fully customized.
Change their birthday, make them 1 year old. Just waddle around, die.
So you can really kind of customize it that way, and it's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I definitely. If you liked,
I'm psyched to get it.
I can't say if you like Enemy Unknown, you'd like this. It's got good pulls from both.
Oh, what's that game that came out on the Xbox One? I'd say if you like Gears of War and not Xbox One, on the Xbox original. What was that? 1000 is just Full Spectrum Warrior. I don't know if you ever played that.
I didn't play that one.
No, seeing the Bureau reminds me a lot of that, which is that was more turn-based kind of weirdness though, but that game was crazy.
Honestly, I'm waiting for I hope they get enough to do another one, because the concepts feel solid. They're just not fully developed. If they lack a little bit of polish.
Okay.
The combat system feels good, but I feel like they're just I don't know what it is that they can improve on it, but
Yeah.
I just feel like if they had have waited a couple more months, or maybe put a little more time into it, that it would have come together a little bit more.
Okay.
So
It's
not. It's solid. It's
I know.
just
I don't.
not,
Well, the game was rebooted 3 times, so I'm pretty sure there's some at one point during that where it probably didn't get the time to get super polished up and
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
So it's not bad. I definitely like it, and the whole CIA covert ops thing really appeals to me, because I really like that. So it's pretty neat.
okay.
Definitely, it's interesting. That's for sure.
You play anything else?
Saints Row the.
But I don't want you to
4.
talk about any of the starting. You can talk about how you enjoy the game.
So good.
Yeah.
It is so good.
I'm hearing a lot of people say it's really awesome. So
It is. Whoever is a creative director for that, and
Yeah.
who is making, I don't know if the decisions were made by a committee, or if it was one guy's kind of vision and everybody else just got behind it.
yeah,
But whoever thought of the ideas for the hooks for that game is ridiculous. Not even the first 15 minutes of that game is just ridiculous. It's obscene, and it makes you want to keep playing more. And you are the president,
yeah.
and within 5 minutes of you after you customize your character and kind of go through that whole shebang,
Yeah.
there's a choice that you get to make.
Don't say it. But
And when you get to that choice, read the paper.
okay.
So there are 2 choices you have, and he's holding them up.
Okay.
Read the papers that are on it,
Okay.
and you can kind of squint and zoom on them, because the flavor text that are put onto the titles of those 2 things are fucking amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
I made my choice not off of what the actual choice was, but off the flavor text.
Nice.
So it is
Alright.
great, and it's got they're getting to be the most obscene game ever. Kevin, I can't think of who's your vice president. I can't think of his name now. But the voice actor plays himself
Yeah.
as the vice president.
Oh, the dude from Mass
Kevin-
Effect and all that.
Yeah, but it's Kevin something.
Spacey.
No, it's a
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
his face is very he's been in movies and stuff
Yeah.
as well. but like he's playing himself as the vice president.
Nice.
And the special voice now is not the zombie.
Yeah,
it's fucking Nolan North.
Yeah.
And it is great because you can change the pitch of it.
Yeah.
And so like my Nolan North sounds like he's like super tough and gritty because I've dropped him down like 3 or 4 pitch volumes. So he's really deep and like really like gritty and but you can make him sound like a little girl as well, and it's just like absolutely hilarious.
That's pretty awesome.
As well as like
So give me a second. If you choose the chick characters, that mean you can have a Nolan North female voice?
I didn't choose any of the chick characters. Like I didn't go through the customization. Like
so now you can pick zombie on both of them in Saints Row 3.
honestly, you probably can.
But I wonder if the chick is a chick Nolan North in this one.
Well, like it would legit probably just be Nolan North's voice.
That's really random.
Coming out of a chick.
That's awesome.
Keith David.
Keith David. Okay.
Keith David playing himself as the vice president of the United States. And you know how like the Saints Row pad and Saints Row the Third was like all decked out in purple and like crazy shit like that?
Yeah.
It is legitimately the fucking White House, but it is that.
That's awesome.
Like they've got like a purple carpet, they've got like crazy security guards and like all this obscene shit. It's just wonderful.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to check that out when it's out.
Shout out to Scott for texting me that it was Keith David.
Cool. But what else? This week for myself, you've been playing anything else before I jump into some random other ones I've played?
Trying to think of what else I touched.
Anything Vita-wise? No.
I played more Hotline Miami on that.
Yeah.
I'm actually finding myself going back through the levels and trying to beat like my time trials.
Okay, cool.
There's some pretty crazy masks in that.
Yeah. I haven't never unlocked all of them even on the PC.
I really want to try and like get all of them. There's one that's called a Chameleon.
Okay.
And it's like really hard for you to get noticed.
Okay.
So you can, unless you're like right up in front of someone, they won't notice you. So you can actually go behind people and, you know, like hit, do the finishing move where he like grabs them and breaks their neck or something like that. You can clear whole rooms by just like walking up and doing that.
Oh, wow.
If you're good enough at it, you can just straight up do that.
And
like you get that mask and a knife.
Yeah.
And you're pretty much like straight up untouchable.
Weird. Okay.
So it's like it completely changes the dynamic of the game of like, how can I run it? Like normally it's run into this room. How can I kill them really quickly? It's, yo, how can I get into this room and stealth behind someone without them noticing me?
Yeah.
So like it's just this weird dynamic change to it.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I really like it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Hotline Miami 2 whenever the hell that's going to come out.
Yeah, that's going to be really kick-ass.
Yeah, I had recently, I know last week, I've been way into my 3DS again. I started playing more of Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
Is it?
I like it.
Well, like, did they is it a rehash or?
No, it's a new game. It's one of the RPG games, so it's like the Game Boy Advance ones, which were, I can't remember the names, Bowser's Inside Story and something other one.
Yeah, there's Bowser's Inside Story,
Superstar Saga, and
then
another one.
Mario RPG.
No, Mario RPG was like some old Super Nintendo one, but it follows that same sort of thing.
Okay.
And also like the old Paper Mario ones, which were Thousand Year Door and all that stuff, where you kind of get into fight and then you have like the A button and you jump and then like you select your thing. Let's say when you jump, you hit the A button as you land. You get whatever bounces.
Yeah,
it's all that kind of stuff, which I really enjoyed. And that wasn't really in Paper Mario Sticker Star, which was another 3DS title, which I enjoyed kind of, but I had never finished it because I didn't like the sticker stuff and the lack of leveling up.
Kind of like that weird sticker system where you had to use stickers for abilities.
Yeah, and it would
you got stickers from characters.
It was really weird.
There was a random chance of what you could get.
It's still really good, but it's just it wasn't what I wanted when I bought it. But I still enjoyed it. One day I'm probably gonna finish it. Maybe, I don't know. No, getting back into that, the game holds your hand like the entire game so far. I'm about 6.5 hours in or 6 hours in. Well, it's not holding my hand as much, but the game, sort of the way it started off, was like, hey, this is how you jump. Do you want to know how to jump? No, you don't know how to want to jump? Okay, well, then I won't tell you, but don't forget to hit the A button to jump. Like, it'll tell you anyways if you try to skip stuff. Whenever you're doing, you go into fights for the first time, and it's like, oh, you should dodge. Hit A to dodge, or to jump and, like, dodge it right when he's about to attack you, and then he'll go to attack you, and then he'll freeze and be like, now push A. And then it'll, like, he'll dodge it.
That's kind of dirty.
But then you're like, okay, it's done then. And then you'll do your fight. And then the next time you go to attack, it'll freeze you. Okay, hit A again now. It's like, okay, I got this now. Like, let me figure stuff out. Or when you're in the environment, if you get the hammer or something, you're like, oh, I should probably go jump and hit that block or hit this thing with a hammer.
Okay.
You'll start running up to it, and then as you're about to swing, it's like, oh, you should probably hit this with a hammer. Do you want to know how to use your hammer to hit things? It's like, oh my fucking god, like just stop.
So it's this it's like playing. It's having the tutorial settings, and normally they should shut after the first mission.
Yeah.
It's just like maintain.
To be fair, I'm 6 hours in and I'm not done the first area yet.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
It's still kind of introducing smaller things.
How many areas are
I
there?
have no idea. I actually have no idea. I think
Can you imagine if they
looks
just
on the
threw
mini
out
map that
something
there's
crazy?
5.
It's like, oh, okay. I was gonna be like, if there
I
were
don't know.
6 of them, like you're 6 hours into the first level.
Yeah, well,
36 hours in a handheld game.
it's been a while just because of a lot of it's like storyline stuff it's been trying to introduce and a lot of the mechanics and all that stuff. So that's why it's been taking a long time. But because what happens is Luigi goes to sleep and you jump into his dream. The first time it shows you that and you get through that first level, it's maybe like 45 minutes to like an hour of it. Like, hey, here's the dream thing. Oh, that Luigi's always with you, even though he's with his dream. It's not a real Luigi, but he's always going to be with you when you attack. He'll attack with you when you're with Luigi. Like, it'll take like a fucking long time to explain that to you.
Is it?
But
Is it text or is it?
It's text.
Okay.
But the funny thing is that once you're done that one, I've been to like 4 or 5 of the dream places, and it's just been like get in, go fight something, get out. Like within like 5 minutes, I'm done. So because of the tutorials and random story explanation stuff, it's taking a bit longer.
It's wrapped it out a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because of that.
But that being said, I'm still really enjoying it. It's a welcome like pace compared to Shin Megami Tensei 4, which I was playing, which I'm like 30 or 20. No, I'm not 30. I'm like 20 something hours in or something, and I'm just lost and I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go.
Did you ever find that place? Wasn't it by the stairs?
Yeah, I killed that thing. Then after that, I don't know where to go. I ended up wandering for more. But the thing
You
is
should
that
just read that strat guide.
yeah, I want to read the strategy guide, but I don't like how I can't do that. Like I'd play on the bus, and I don't want to. Okay, let's pull up Google and start going through. Okay, I have to go to that door. I get to it. Okay, now where do I have to go now? I don't want to do that. So playing not Paper Mario, playing Mario and Luigi's Dream Team. It's a bit more fun in that way because I can just open up on the bus and it's gonna be like, all right, I'm still going this way because they won't shut up about that way. Let's just fucking do that, and it's easier to kind of feel like I'm still progressing and have fun with that. But one day I'm gonna go back and finish SMT4 because I'm like I really want to finish that. It's been awesome so far, and
It's just
one of my
got
buddies
that barrier right now of like confusion and trying to find where you're going.
But one of my buddies just actually finished it. He's in the chat right now. I don't know how many hours it took him to beat the game, but if you want to say it, go for it. It's a really long game, so I'm excited to see how much more crazy story stuff. It took him 70 hours.
Holy shit!
The story is apparently insane, and I kind of want to see where it's going because it sounds like it goes into some pretty fucking crazy ways and locations. And
70 hours in a
shit.
handheld. Holy jeez,
it's pretty insane.
It's pretty intense.
So I'm excited to try that out some more. But
Cool.
I'm gonna beat Mario and Luigi first because
It's a little bit.
I want to finish something, and that seems like that'll be like cruise control to the end, and I like it. So.
Yeah.
And the writing is really funny. I feel like it's being racist all the time, though. Not racist, but I feel like, oh, that's somebody's probably gonna be offended by that every time.
It's got these like
no, it's just
they're like jokes that maybe
it's not the actual jokes of the writing. It's just
okay.
that Mario and Luigi don't talk, but they'll be like, Mario, what do you think we should do? And he just like mutters in like Italian sounds, like it's not words, like and he's like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh yeah, we should do that. What do you think, Luigi's like, it's like, I'm just looking at this like, what the fuck is this?
So they only had to hire one voice actor.
No, yeah, maybe, but it's just kind of weird. Cause I'm staring at this, I'm like, this is kind of funny, but I think someone's gonna get offended by this.
Whoever was in their focus group was obviously not Italian.
Maybe, but I don't know. It's not as bad as I make it sound. It's just when it happens, I'm like, whoa, right, that's happening. But it still makes me laugh. If the effect was to make me smile and be like, huh, then it's working because I do get a bit of a giggle out of it. Yeah, it's been really fun. Other than that, I've completely transformed my Vita into a fighting game handheld,
which is intense because I have not touched my Vita for like a week. Besides the Hotline Miami stuff,
yeah,
I don't know. I found I've really dived. Like I've been on this like roll of trying to finish games that I haven't beaten,
which is good because for Game of the Year you'll actually have finished some stuff, which is good.
I finished a lot last year.
No, I just mean like you'll instead of being like, oh no, I should have really went back.
I should finish this and then cram.
You'll be like, yeah, I fucking did it
3 weeks beforehand. So. Actually, I have a hankering to go back to Far Cry 3.
Did you ever finish it?
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I beat that.
I legitimately
like hammered that out on your couch.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I had that finished in like.
That's right. We told you to be like, oh, come on, you can fish it. You can fish it. No,
Yeah, you were like, okay, you're like 2 hours away, and I was like, okay, great.
That was for the last game. Not game of the year. That was.
Yeah, it was for game of the year.
That's
yeah,
right.
what ended up happening was we had our planning session, and then I played through the whole planning session. I don't know. I have this hankering to get that like Ubisoft.
You'll have a ton more games with that Ubisoft.
I know, and that's why I'm like, I should. I still installed on my game, or on my hard drive.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I could play it, or I could just hold out for like Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs, like all these games that feel very similar to Far Cry 3. I'm just like, okay, I don't want to scratch that itch too soon because what happens if I get this game and I don't like?
Yeah.
You know, I've already got that itch scratched. I'm not gonna want to play it.
Yes, so, you should probably go see a doctor about that itch.
It's a little.
What do you
more
got?
of a
Far Cry.
rash. It's like right here.
That's irrational.
I keep skinning tigers.
Don't you? Oh, if you just wait. It was. Irrational makes Bioshock. Never mind.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's irrational. You should play more Bioshock.
I
hate that.
Well, I told you that. Like, I've got to kick down to easy. I can play 15 minutes, and then I'm just like,
yeah.
No, thank you.
Maybe you'll feel like it one game of the year is closer.
I didn't think I was going to finish Borderlands 2, but lo and behold, I sat down and tanked that down in like, it was like a day and a half, and then I had the game beaten.
Yeah. Well, maybe later this year, when your PS4 arrives and you're going to play some Watch Dogs and you're going to play whatever the hell else you play, then you'll be like, you know what, all these games are so great, but I'd rather step back and go play some Bioshock for a second. Maybe that'll happen.
Maybe. We'll see. But I'm also debating on doing what Dan did for Last of Us and just like watching a
6-hour like video of it.
Yeah.
It's going through. Yeah, probably. I'll enjoy that.
We're just going straight to the end.
Yeah, just tank it.
Just tank it.
I don't know. Yeah, anyways, for what I've been doing with my Vita is officially I've been starting to delete random games that like, oh, I don't have enough space to download this stuff, or just delete stuff. And now on my Vita, it's just like I have Mortal Kombat, I have Street Fighter Cross Tekken, BlazBlue, Sony Superstar Battle Royale, whatever thing.
PlayStation All Stars.
I have Dead or Alive 5 Plus and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, just all there. So when I like boot it up, I'm like, what do I feel like punching as who into what? And I just, and I have Dive Kick as well for it. So it's just, I just have one page where I was like, I don't know what fighting game I want, but I love that I can just play any of these. Yeah, I want to only mention one of them that I kind of went back to, which is Dead or Alive 5. Back when I had the Xbox,
it's not Dead or Alive 5 Beach Volleyball.
No, it's Dead or Alive 5 Plus.
I was like, I'll play you in beach volleyball.
No, it's only $10. It's only $10 right now for this.
Oh, really?
Week. Yeah, that's why I bought a lot of these. But no, the Xbox original, I can't say one, had Dead or Alive 3 on it, or 2.
I think it was Dead or Alive 2.
It was 2. 3 was on 360. Okay.
Yep.
And I used to play it all the time, and that was before I really enjoyed playing Street Fighter and all that stuff. And to go back to that now, and I started playing on the Vita, I forgot how the controls were. There are 2 hits. There's punch, and there's like heavy punch or like harder punch or something.
Yep.
Or it's like, I don't know, 2 different attacks. I don't even know what they are. So 2 different attacks.
Dive and kick?
No. There's block and there's grab. But I forgot that game is as much as it's about combos and just like fluidity of like, okay, punch, kick, okay, he's dropping, I should do a lower kick. And it's more that when you go to attack, you choose up, middle, or down as your like hit. And then as the person receiving the blows, it's your thing is to block and try and pick the right direction that he's about to hit you in, so you can kind of like grab and then like break their arm or like do something crazy.
Oh, okay, so it's you're trying to gauge the direction of
so you can counter and do like this weird stuff. So it's more like a counter / like weird combo game. Unlike what I'm used to when I played like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, which is like combo crazy like fireballs and like weird shit to like juggling and all that stuff. Then you have like Street Fighter, which is the same thing, where like blocking and just weird stuff to like weird kind of trying to time blocks at the same time. I played like a decent chunk of Dead or Alive 5, and I was just like, wow, I remember playing the shit of this, and this is still really good. I like this.
That's awesome. That's great. I want to get Street Fighter Cross Tekken because I played a lot of the Tekken games.
That one's $20 on sale, but I was told the frame rate was horrible in the Vita. It actually is like a smooth 60 the entire time I've been playing it. So it's I was expecting it to suck like majorly, and then I loaded up. I'm like, what the fuck were people complaining about? This is not so bad. That's been cool.
That's good. Maybe I'll pick it up and I'll play you with some of my Tekken characters because I was really into Tekken back in the day.
Should do that. That game is really fun.
Arcade cabinet down at the Max Milk. Played it like it's good.
Gross.
No, it was awesome.
Gross. I feel like I played something else, but I can't remember what the hell it was. It would have been a handheld or.
Well,
I realized that I haven't actually went back to Animal Crossing in a while. I'm pretty sure my town is just like dirty and just busted up now. I've wanted to go back to it, but I
should ask my roommate because he has Animal Crossing and he was like super into it for like 2 weeks. And I don't know if he's actually maintained it.
That's what it was.
What did you play?
I got back into Monster Hunter 3.
Oh yes, yeah, that's right. You told me
Ultimate.
to get a 3DS and Monster Hunter.
I'm like, oh man, like someone's gotta save me. Every morning I just like get up and open my 3DS and I just look at the shop. I'm like, I could buy this for the 3DS too. I kind of want to get like, because you can transfer your save files. So I've been playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U. I kind of got back into it actually like yesterday. I was playing with a buddy of mine. And it's just like getting back into it and being like, holy shit, I remember why this game is so fucking awesome. And then being like, I think once I beat Dream Team and once I beat things that I can just not worry about the story. I know like Pokemon's gonna come out. I could probably coast through that one, but I almost want to get it because you can transfer your save files. So I can connect my 3DS to my Wii U and then take my Wii U saves and put them on my 3DS.
Oh, really? So you're not starting from scratch?
Yeah, exactly.
On the handheld.
But what I can do is that as long as I don't touch my Wii U save, I can go out, go like to school because I'll be during school in a little bit. Just play some of that. Just like kill some monsters, get some materials. I was gonna say loot, but it's not really loot. It's like materials, or mine some stuff, or catch bugs, or do whatever the hell I want to get what I need to craft. And then I can come back home, recopy that save file back on my Wii U, and then keep going and play online and with like Jackal.
Okay, all right.
So that stuff sounds cool. And I almost.
So it's
really
not
want to do
isolating
that.
the two pools across.
Yeah, and I almost went, and this is why I was like, Devin, you should get a 3DS because it would be really cool if it was like, oh sweet, we play at school. I come back, bring the rewards that we've got to play online. Also, you come by, you can hook up your shit to my Wii. We play online. It's crazy. But
that sounds pretty intense, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Monster Hunter is an insane game, but it's weird. I can't wait to play more of it. And I said that last time I got into it, but it's insane. That game is just something so completely fucking different, but it feels so damn good and rewarding, and just especially when you can communicate and there's just crazy shit going on. I don't know. It's just awesome.
I love when you get that good like rewarding feeling from that game. That's why I like Payday so much. Is like you look at the amount of cash you get and you're like,
yeah. The thing with Monster Hunter is just like spending 20 minutes like beating the shit out of something and like using your resources. Like, okay, I gotta heal. I gotta sharpen my stuff. Shit, am I gonna have enough stuff? Oh, we're taking it out. Does it look like it's dead? Oh no, it's like getting fucking angry now. It's oh my god. Then you finally kill it and it kind of does the like camera angle and the music's like just rushes in. You're like, that was fucking crazy.
it's like you haven't been breathing
take a
for 20
break.
minutes. Like
that was awesome. Yeah. And it's just like a crazy buildup of just holy shit, and then you fucking get that final blow, and it's just fantastic. But
cool.
yeah, that was really fun. I think that's pretty much all I've been playing. I know there's probably something random that I may have dabbled into, but
I don't know. I just
that's it.
I have the solids of Binding of Isaac and FTL that I seem to like clock like 4 hours a week minimum.
Constantly.
I don't know. I think I played for 8 hours today.
Oh, damn. Well, which one? Both?
No, Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, I was like,
though I definitely at the same time have played Binding of Isaac and
that's
FTL.
weird. That's crazy.
It's weird.
It sounds like an insane multitasking feat.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. Let's put it that way.
I played more Spelunky actually. That is a really cool game that I am.
Does it like? Is it nice on the PC or is it?
It's nice on the PC. I like the daily challenge. I like hopping in. I don't do it every day, but I like hopping in and attempting it, and then being like, "Oh wow, I'm fucking terrible at this. Great," and then hopping out. But it's definitely a lot of fun. I'm excited to see that it's going to be out. I think on the PSN next week.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna pick it up again, which means I'm gonna have it on 360 PC
I'm
and
gonna get
PS3.
it. I'm gonna get it for the PS3 and Vita.
And just in case people don't know what's special about the PS3/Vita version is also if you have PlayStation Plus, it is on sale the first week. I'm pretty sure it's 20% off. And the game features co-op. And what's fantastic is that on the Vita version, and I think the PS3 version as well, because I think you can do crossplay, is let's say you're playing on the 360 version or the PC version. When you do co-op, you're limited to what you can see on your screen. If you leave, a countdown starts happening, and then that person will die. On the Vita, you can have 4 people co-oping. If somebody leaves the screen, they're on their own screen, so it doesn't matter at all. So you can all just actually work together, and that sounds really crazy. So I'm probably going to pick it up on the Vita for that as well. What were you going to say, Devin?
I know what you've been fucking playing.
What?
Can you talk about it? It's open to beta, yeah. Killzone Mercenaries. Did you play that?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
I tried to.
It's open beta. I don't know if we can talk about it because I think when you still open it, it still says like NDA weird stuff.
Okay, well, you played that.
Yeah, sure.
Because I tried to download that for my Vita.
You got me.
And
did you play it?
No, it wasn't on the fucking store yet. It's probably up now.
It's there now.
It wasn't up on Tuesday when I was looking for it.
I am pleasantly surprised, and it runs at a very crazy 30 frames. That is awesome. Lots of fun. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if there's NDA, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's nothing but good. I'm enjoying the shit of it.
Nice.
Controls really good. But
I think that's all I got.
Yeah. Trying to get back to Dragon's Crown. Actually, I almost don't want to fucking play that game anymore. I know I was being bothered by the frame rate when I was playing it when it first came out, but to go from like having a lot of fun on my 3DS and it looking not so good, and then to kind of go to a Vita where that game does look kind of okay, and it's not even about the look, it's just that it's chugging so fucking hard when there's nothing going on. Like it's like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this like ice block thing. Oh, it's gonna freeze the entire time. And then what happened is I was running. I was trying to get everybody together to do like my AOE because that's like my sorceress does a lot of damage when you do that.
All right.
So I kind of ran down an entire screen worth of stuff, and then there was about 10 or 15 things on screen, and it just started going like just a frame every few seconds. And then I was trying to do my like ice block thing, and it was like, and then as people were dying, it was getting smoother. I was like, I fucking really hate this. So I almost wish I would have played it on the PS3 in that case, because I probably would have had more fun with it. But I think I'm done with Dragon's Crown. I don't know. I wanted to have fun with it. I like the loot system. I like the combat, but that frame rate just makes me so angry while playing it. Because I don't know. It's not bad. It's definitely still playable. It's just so irritating and annoying every time I start doing it. Like every 10 seconds is a sorceress or whatever the fuck. I don't know if it's only the sorceress, but it's just it bothers the shit in me. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Nothing else you played, Devin?
No, that's really about it for me.
All right, so moving on to the news, we have a lot of random stuff because of Gamescom. There's probably a lot of stuff that we've missed. However, there's going to be a few things that at least we remember that we've seen from this week. This isn't really Gamescom related, but Dark Souls 2 is going to be getting a closed beta on PS3 in October, actually. The game's still slated for March 2014 for launch. But yeah, I don't know exactly how you're going to be able to get in. But yeah, you can get into a closed beta.
Cool.
On the PS3. So that sounds pretty good. Apparently you have to go to the Dark Souls Facebook page and like it or follow it. And that'll get you into
closed beta.
Or hopefully get you into possibly an invite of the closed beta.
Regular Last Guardian.
Yeah, so for those of you who may be still wondering what the hell is happening with Last Guardian, which is a game that was supposed to come out or supposed to be shown so many E3s ago that has just kind of gone missing. It's the dudes who made Shadow of the Colossus and Ico and all that.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Yoshida. It's what the heck's his name? I don't remember his first name.
I'm not sure.
Shuhei Yoshida, the guy from PlayStation 4, who was that guy who came up at E3 and they did the game trading video. He mentioned that there's nothing that they can really talk about. However, it's still being worked on, and apparently we can expect to see more on that game. I think he says in December.
Oh, cool.
Or end of the year, he says.
So it's not just vaporware.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's still being worked on. It's not canceled, which is fantastic. That makes me happy. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with that game. For those of you thinking of getting into Skyrim Online, I said Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls Online. They announced that it's going to be a subscription-based MMO, which means $15 a month. They chose to go $15 a month because they said that they didn't want to keep poking at you like you were saying with Plants vs Zombies, like, hey, why don't you spend some money, it'll help you get some like items or just get more random stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, they'd rather charge a full 15. You get access to everything. They're never going to like hold anything behind some sort of weird paywall other than the game itself. Yeah, I don't know. I think when you say, hey, it's going to be $15 a month, it's also going to be playable on the Xbox One and PS4 from what I can hear. When you're asking people to pay a monthly fee, it instantly goes like, okay, when is it going to go free to play? I'll wait. So I hope that won't be the case because it looks like it's kind of nifty, but
I've seen some cool looking like screenshots and some gameplay footage of it that looks good.
It's weird because it tries to look like the Skyrim and Oblivion where it's hack and slash, except for it has like weird MMO.
And then you see some bro just like hop jumping across the screen. I saw that in there was like a leaked video I saw that's not was removed. and it was one guy was fighting some joggers, and then out of nowhere, this fucking dude just like rolls by and just bunny hopping along. It's like that breaks the Skyrim feel.
So what they said is that it's going to hopefully be putting out content as often as they can, which could be cool.
Yep.
But every MMO usually says like, "Yeah, we'll put out new content." You know, as often every
like
month or something, but it's usually
6
not
months
huge.
later.
And yeah. In other stuff, if you guys are wondering, hey, is Dead Rising 3 ever going to make its way to the PC? It's probably just a time exclusive for the Xbox One. Well, they officially said, no, fuck it. It's not a time exclusive. It is exclusive to Xbox One.
Oh, really?
So you will probably never be seeing a PC version of Dead Rising 3.
Ouch.
Unless you maybe wait a few years, and then in which case maybe they'll do it. I don't know.
Well, I know Dead Rising 2 on the PC did not sell well.
Yeah, it ran really well, which made me sad. It ran so much better than the Xbox version. What
I bought that on release. I completely forgot about that.
What I hate is that they put out another Dead Rising 3 trailer at the Gamescom conference or whatever. Frame rates still look pretty bad when you turn certain corners and it'd be a shit ton of zombies.
Yeah, okay.
Makes me kind of sad to see that still. But we still have until November. That stuff might get ironed out. I know they were saying like, okay, we're constantly running on dev kits that are changing all the time. We get it optimized. They change something. It's fucked. Then we got to fix it. So it could be that it'll be choppy and choppy and choppy. Then they're going to have like, okay, this is the final console. This is the dev kit. Then they'll be able to work on it. Then it might work way better, which I hope is the case because it'd make me sad to see that game come out at launch. Everything else is running at 60 frames, like Forza and all the other crazy stuff, like Killer Instinct. Then you have like a sub 30 Dead Rising 3 with co-op. That would be just somewhat sad to experience. But I'm still excited for that game. I can't wait to actually play it. Yeah. I'm kind of still psyched to try Dead Rising 3. They keep showing it, and they always show sillier stuff as they go, so it's definitely got the silly.
I'm glad that they're not like, this is Dead Rising 3, super gritty, like you were in a city filled with zombies. It's like, clearly see a quote there that says, I combined a motorcycle with a steamroller and crashed it into a museum in a banana hammock. Yeah. It was glorious. Like, that to me is...
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool stuff that they're still putting in there, so I'm definitely psyched for that. For those of you who heard that, hey, Xbox One is going to be streaming to Twitch, as well as on Xbox 360, and I'm guessing One as well, you'll be able to watch Twitch streams. The Gamescom Sony conference, they've announced, hey, PlayStation 4, you can also stream to Twitch, and using a separate app on the PlayStation 4, you can watch Twitch streams, so that's pretty cool.
I think I read a, like I did a lot of research into this, and I was reading a whole bunch of articles on it, as well as a couple of like analysis of it, and they're doing this because a lot of people want media and they don't want to pay for cable anymore. And a lot of people are like people who own consoles tend to watch streams as well at the same time. And if you just make it like readily accessible, then it's just going to grow exponentially. If it's there on my dashboard, I'm going to do it. It's as simple as that.
Well, think of it this way.
It's really cool that it's allowing you to go to Twitch, which just from what I hear is actually the better of the two services.
Well, there's multiple, but yeah. What is awesome about the Twitch integration is, for a developer standpoint, maybe, is that Twitch, whenever you cast, you can choose, hey, I'm playing this game, and you get to do a little drop down. You can type in like, say I'm playing The Bureau. You just boom, have Bureau, and then whenever people try to search for The Bureau, it's like, hey, all these people are playing The Bureau. If you check out that from the PS4 standpoint, or not standpoint, but when you're playing on the PS4, if you're sitting in front of it, say you go to the Twitch app or whatever, and then you're like, I feel like watching Infamous Second Son. You're going to search for Infamous Second Son. And similar to we saw at Gamescom, you know how he was watching a Killzone stream.
Yep.
He hit a button, boom, join the game. Say you're watching Killzone, so say you're watching Infamous Second Son, and you're just like, man, this game looks really fucking sweet. Hey, hit that X button. You're probably the PlayStation Store. You can buy it right on the spot and download it, and then keep watching that stream while you're fucking downloading it. That sounds awesome because it's almost like you get to watch like a demo or like a pre-thing, and then hit a button and download it, and just
and go with it. Like
or same thing, like Killzone. Maybe you're watching like a Twitch stream. It's linked. It says, hey, he's playing Killzone. Then it'll pop up like, oh, do you want to buy that? Oh, you have it. Just join him as well through Twitch. That kind of shit would be crazy. But man. When we were talking like last year, months ago, when I was like, man, I hope streaming shit's crazy on consoles, and to see that happen and have all this cool like join people in games and stuff, that's fantastic. I'm excited as hell.
It seems like they've got a lot of really, really solid ideas. Yeah. I'm not gonna get too excited until I know that it works properly.
Yeah,
it's one thing to say, yo, we got all this great shit. If you can't deliver on it, then It's not worthwhile.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Other than that, Tom Clancy's The Division. Some people who are like, oh man, you should really come to PC. Please come to PC. Division, you said it was only Xbox One and PS4. And Ubisoft is like, well, you asked, we listen. It's coming out for the PC. Also, if you guys are getting on the Xbox One, you get extra content at release. You get extra content as the game is already out. That kind of sounds like shit. But I'm still going to get on the PS4. And
I'm going to get it on the PS4.
Yeah. But they also put out a new trailer showcasing the was it? The
was that the tablet?
Unmanned tablet stuff?
The tablet dude
yeah.
who had like the drone thing?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm going to do a nuke. And then not a nuke, but like a missile, and it'd blow out the wall and stuff, or you'd tap and hold on like one of your teammates, and it would be like 50% more damage, so he would shoot at someone. Or you'd tap, and you'd kind of be like, okay, the enemies are here that I can see, and you'd hold tap on an enemy, and that enemy would take 50% more damage. So there's some really cool stuff you can kind of do, or you can just call in nukes or do some cool shit. Not nukes.
I feel like every single one of Ubisoft's games is merging into this one like alpha and omega game that will like encompass everything that they have ever done.
It's like black out a city, get on a boat, you're playing Assassin's Creed, you jump off, you're playing the crew, you're driving, you land, you get Division, everybody's dead, you try to shoot, you steal some loot, you die, you're dead forever, you create a new character, you start at the start, you keep going.
Like, that's what I mean, is like, I see so much of their tech like spread across all of these different like games, and I'm like, this is just weird.
Somewhere in the middle of that, you lose your arms and your limbs, and you're playing Rayman. You're like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, I need a touch screen so I can make some shit. That's crazy.
Bust out that iPad.
That was a weird wet sound. I liked it. No, I didn't.
I wish my tablet made that sound when I touched it.
Yeah. For those of you who are really excited about Battlefield 4,
are you excited about Battlefield 4?
I'm actually pretty excited about
Battlefield. Are you getting on the PS4?
Yes, I am.
Good. All right. So I'm not alone on the PS4 for that.
So for those of you who are excited for Battlefield 4 and you want to play it early, maybe at the beginning of October they'll be doing a beta. So you guys should check that out. Anybody who had Medal of Honor Warfighters in it, as well as probably going to be other ways to get in it. Also, there'll probably be open beta for the last week of it, like the beta coming out? October.
Okay. All right.
The game is also out at the end of October.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. On the 29th, I think. Shit. Unless you have the PS4 version, which will be coming out at launch. Which
I've got the PS4 version.
So what they said is, hey, Battlefield 4 Premium is still existent in Battlefield 4. Sorry, Battlefield Premium is still in Battlefield 4. If you get it, what you get is you get 5 DLCs. Each one you get 2 weeks before the release date that they come out for everybody else. So you get to play them early. You get new content every week. You get priority position in server queues. You get 12 bonus Battlefield 4 battle packs, and you can transfer your premium membership from PS3 to PS4, 360 to 1.
Cool.
You also get unique personalization options, including camos, paints, emblems, dog tags, and more.
Neat.
Seems cool. They're probably going to charge $50 for it again, but $50 for 5 expansion packs, possible ton of shit.
That's a pretty good deal. Kind of good value.
It's not bad. It's like season pass.
Yeah, it's like
other stuff, but whatever. Hey, Devin, you beat Borderlands 2, right?
Yeah.
You gonna play it again as you touch your Vita?
That was the most
Borderlands 2 is coming out for the
you teed that one up in a really weird place.
That's okay. What do you say?
Yeah.
Oh, Battlefield. Borderlands 2 is coming to the Vita.
Borderlands.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Yeah. 64-player Borderlands?
Yo, that'd be fucking intense.
So Borderlands 2 is coming to the Vita. What I am afraid for is the frame rate. But playing Killzone Mercenary and seeing, hey, they can pull off a pretty looking game with 30 frames and make it smooth. That's fantastic. Get 4 people co-oping, shooting things in the face.
Perfect.
I hope it still works. And I wonder if it's the whole game. That'd be crazy.
If they just like isn't the Vita running like off of the Cell architecture as well, or is it x86?
No, I think it's x86. I don't know.
Well, if it's just like that'd be really cool.
You stumped me.
Because that game is a pretty classified as a pretty high end game, and the fact that if they have the whole version of it on the Vita,
that'd be insane. That'd be cool.
How fucking crazy would that be?
Especially 4-player co-op and everything. Like all the DLC.
Yeah, they just like jammed everything into it, and it's like, here's your Vita. Yeah, it takes up a whole 8 gig card.
Yeah,
go buy it.
Yeah,
like I buy it just for that. Like I really would.
It's pretty sweet. Hey, you guys like Minecraft? You like Minecraft, Devin?
Do you like Minecraft?
I think Minecraft's super cool.
Are you going to be touching it all over your Vita? But wait, are you going to be touching it all over your PS4?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Hey, you know what's funny, Devin?
What?
You know how Minecraft for Xbox One Edition is exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's for Xbox One Edition, silly. This is PlayStation
That's
4.
a perfect, like, this is such a great loophole to get around an exclusive.
Hey, Devin, you know the PlayStation 4 Edition is also not exclusive to the PlayStation 4?
Really?
It's also playable on the Vita.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I think PS3 as well. Is that what it says? Yes,
Yeah,
PS4,
it does.
PS3, and Vita. Minecraft is available for Sony consoles at some point. Sounds pretty awesome. I'm excited for more Minecraft. Replaying more of it or something. Hey, Devin, you like that Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare thing they announced at E3?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, what if I told you that it's making a console debut only on the 360 and Xbox One, and if you buy the Xbox One edition, you get a Kinect and tablet boss battle mode. What say you that?
Do you want to try that again?
Hey, what if I told you there's also a game mode where you can play as the zombies and you can kill the plants?
Nope. Nope. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I'm actually excited for that game. However, knowing that it's only going to be on the Xbox One and Xbox One and the Xbox 360, kind of not going to get it because all my friends are getting into PS4 and I kind of want to be able to play with friends. Fuck.
Sorry.
It makes me sad.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, boss mode. I'll probably just play Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on the PS4 when and if it comes out, and then just play Plants vs. Zombies 2 on my phone.
It's gonna have like a month later. It's gonna come out on the PS. And you know, knowing Sony, they're gonna be like, if you're PlayStation Plus, discount.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare Xbox One Edition will stay exclusive to the Xbox One, but Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare will be coming out for the PS4
and Vita,
so
and computer.
Yeah.
I feel like that is just like Notch putting his nose up to Microsoft and being like, "It's exclusive for the Xbox. It's the Xbox version."
You guys put Xbox One in the title. It's yours. Hey Devin, you like soccer?
Kind of. It's got feet.
Hey Devin, do you play games? Are you in Europe? Are you in Europe? Do you live in Europe?
Yes.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, that's fantastic then for you. Because, hey, the Xbox One is going to be shipping in Europe with FIFA on all pre-orders, limited quantities available.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's like the only reason why most people would buy the Xbox One is for FIFA.
It's a pack-in. It's probably going to be one of the reasons to buy the new console. That'd be a great game to play with it. But, hey, Devin, you know those consoles in the countries where they said, hey, fuck you guys till 2014 in Europe? Well, those guys are going to get 2-pack-in AAA games.
Oh.
Or 2-pack-in A games. Good games.
Not bad, not shit games.
They said not Kinect games. So
by the time that's a fucking great thing.
So hey,
Pet the tiger.
That's kind of awesome, but sort of shit. Like, hey, you guys get to wait, but you get 2 games. Maybe that's
it's kind of a trade-off. Yeah, I guess.
Also,
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they said it wasn't region locked. So hey, why don't you just order it from like wherever it's available
UK?
and play it?
I think Amazon UK will ship to.
Oh no, that's right. You have to do that from day one. Like, okay, I'm authenticated, then you never have to do it again. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh. So go to the UK and authenticate.
Authenticate, and then walk on back to wherever you're from, and
it'd be fine. It'd be wonderful. It'd be great.
Train or something. Hey, do you guys like Vitas? Hey, the Vitas are $199.
Yeah.
They got a price cut, $50 off.
That's great.
Woo!
Wonderful.
Hey, you guys like
Do you like Killer Instinct?
I was gonna say Killing Frenzy, and I realized that that's not the Xbox One, Xbox original title that fucking.
Don't you hate that? Where you now have to like. Yeah. This is the worst marketing. Like. Xbone. Just say the Xbone.
Xbone. Hey, that Killer Instinct is gonna be free to play, Devin. It's gonna come with 1 character, but
you can pay $20 and get 8 characters,
or you could pay $5 per character and buy all of them.
That seems like a crazy, not good idea.
Hey, well, then you can pay the $20, like you said, and then get all characters. Or if you're like a super fan of Killer Instinct, you can pay $40 US dollars, and you can get every character as well as character accessory packs, character costumes, and the original Killer Instinct arcade game. Killer Instinct, sorry. That itself is probably gonna be $10-15.
Yeah, most likely.
Maybe that makes it worth it, but.
I'm not a huge Killer Instinct fan, so this holds no sway over me.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm glad that something's coming back, but sure. Maybe I'll play the free-to-play version.
The 8 characters, by the way, that you'll be getting in that $20 pack are the 8 first characters.
Oh, they're not the like ender and end ones.
No, like there'll be more they'll probably add as DLC or whatever, but you will not be entitled to them.
Yeah.
So dang. Hey Devin, you like that Diablo 3?
Yeah, I saw that trailer. It's not bad.
Hey Devin, do you like more Diablo 3 though?
Oh yeah, I'll take more Diablo 3.
Oh, well, then there's a fantastic expansion called Reaper of Souls coming out with one new class called the Crusader, and he has a shield and a thing, and he hits people, and he's made of holy.
Honestly, I just wish Blizzard would set up a smaller division inside of their company.
Yeah.
Or whoever does their cutscenes.
Okay.
And just get a really, really good writer.
Okay.
And just let him run with it.
Yeah.
Because I think they would just produce a phenomenally good-looking, amazing movie.
I like how
just give M. Night Shyamalan the ability to use the Blizzard cutscene development team. Done. Problem solved. Best movie. Better than Avatar. The world ends. People are depressed after they watch that movie, just like Avatar.
People were actually, I was reading things on Reddit about Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, and they were commenting on that video that they made.
Yeah.
And apparently the writing of Blizzard is always one-liners that are directed like at the player or at the person listening to like egg them on. Like they're making fun of like, you know how like the Illidan Burning Crusade is like, you are not prepared. This one's like, you can't stop the Reaper or whatever the hell. Like there's always just that one-liner before it cuts. You can't
do this.
Yeah, just before it cuts away or something. And there's the list of like all the stupid shit from all their like back to like Warcraft 3 and all this stuff.
Oh really?
Like
wow.
It was just funny to see like, man, okay, I guess they got a style. But made me laugh.
Their straight up animation is just like,
yeah, it looks awesome.
Whatever tech they're using for that.
Smoke effects in that new trailer were pretty cool.
Yeah, the souls being like ripped out.
Yeah.
It's wicked sweet.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the download. The expansion looks okay-ish. It's Act 5. They said they're going to add new things such as, let me get that lit up here. They're adding new things to the end game called, what is it called again? Loot runs and Nephilim trials. Are designed to provide players with a highly replayable and highly rewarding end game experience. What that means is probably, hey, you can get loot and we'll make loot drops better.
Grind runs, pretty much.
And the Nephilim thing is probably just going to be a harder kind of like wave-based thing, I'm guessing.
Most likely.
What makes me sad is they made no mention of making any change to the auction house or the way items drop and the way their things are assigned to them. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if it's still going to be super garbage because of that. And I wonder also how the PS3/Xbox version is going to be when that comes out, because there's no real money auction house. So maybe the items are tweaked to drop things that are good for you. If not, fuck.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
And if it is designed that way, I almost wish they allow you to patch that into the PC version, or hey, I'm gonna just get the PS4 version or something whenever Reaper of Souls possibly comes out on consoles. Because
I don't know. I feel like there's some weird things that maybe need to be.
Because if they're like, hey, here's the expansion, here's some cool shit again, you get to try a new character, you get some new skills, some more bosses, cooler.
But your loot drops are still shit.
But you still have to rely on the real money auction house or just the gold auction house to just keep trading and stuff. Then I don't know.
That loses some appeal for you.
It's just going to be like, hey, I'm going to play about 4 or 5 hours of this story and finish it, replay it, nightmare, hell, whatever, do that stuff again. And then, okay, well, now there's nothing else to do, because if I grind, it's just for the auction house and there's still no PvP and there's dueling and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's the end game? I don't know.
There was one guy who I was reading a story on that makes about $87,000 US a year from the real money auction house.
That's ridiculous.
That's what he does.
There's too many people playing that then.
Legit, just like sits there and grinds, and
then he must enjoy that money because he just sits there having to get more of it. Grind all day.
I just feel like that is just not a good way to make a living.
Hey Devin, do you like Fable?
Actually, yeah.
Do you like dancing and farting on people in Fable?
No.
Oh, well, that's not good then. Never mind this story.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, that's great then. Because if you'll like something that they've announced, Lionhead Studios was like, hey, we're making Fable Legends. What is that, you ask? Well, hey, we thought you guys really liked some co-op experiences. So, hey, you can play online with up to 4 friends and make your way through this game as either a hero or a villain. Oh. Or, hey, do you like playing offline, Devin?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, because you'll play solo with 3 AI companions that'll follow you around and possibly be garbage.
Shit. Okay, you totally had me at the multiplayer and like being a villain or a hero, and then you toss in the AI there, and it just
No, I don't know. Most games when they say like, hey, you can play multiplayer or then play offline with some people who are
they
AIs.
normally jam AI into that.
Other than Dragon's Dogma, that one is not so bad. They might pull it off in this. I don't know. I'm just being a dick early on here.
Well, they
I'm
don't
actually
have Peter
excited.
Molyneux. You can't feel like your AI characters are really part of the story.
Which means maybe this time they'll focus on like incredible gameplay. Incredible. I didn't say that right. Anyway,
So
it could be cool.
Fable Legends, you flick the cube, take knockoff
there's
sides.
you don't flick no cubes. You stab people. You cast magic spells. You fart on things.
Wonderful.
And I don't know. It seems pretty cool.
I'm not against Fable. I actually really like the Fable series.
Yeah, the other Fables were all like 2-player co-op, so 4-player co-op could be cool. Plus, becoming a villain through the entire game, I think you're pretty much saying, "Hey, let's go back to Albion. Let's
Fuck shit up.
Be like Mass Effect style. Like, okay, yeah, let's kill the fuck out of everybody. Or hey, let's be like a god. Hey, why don't all 3 of us be gods and like you be an idiot and we'll murder people? I don't know what's gonna happen. It seems
Pretty cool. I don't know.
Maybe
I think it's gonna be good.
I hope you get to
really
hold
good.
hands, because holding hands is the best thing in Fable 3. Just kind of grab hands, pull people towards you into the battlefield. They usually die. It's cool. But I held their hand. It's great. Peter Molyneux was right. He's like, man, the connection you get when you hold their hands. Like, yes, of course, I'm going to grab them, and they're going to come with me, and they're not going to be able to fight. It's fantastic.
You're the worst fucking person.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
Hey, that's it for news.
Oh, wonderful.
Except PS4 is launching November 15th in North America.
Wicked. And November 29th in European locations.
Yeah. I think it's just, yeah.
What's the technical term for that? European market.
Yeah.
European.
That sounds right.
European.
Yeah. Don't make a joke, Devin. Don't. Stay away.
Careful.
Yeah,
European.
they're putting a 2-week sort of
Buffer.
Buffer between it, probably to test the online stuff. Be like, okay, stuff's working, nothing's blowing up. None of these consoles are blowing up and destroying themselves.
So
hey,
we're good to release
to
it.
people.
Yeah.
So
I feel like 2 weeks is a good buffer to like a burn-in phase.
Yeah.
So it's a decent.
I saw a tweet today, and it sounds like a great idea for anybody who streams or anybody who records content. Hey, that's us, Devin, kind of.
Oh, really? Wicked. Yeah, we record content.
Pretty much what they were saying, what that tweet was saying, and I thought it was really smart. However, it's also kind of a like, hey, that's totally a great way to make money. But no, anyway, he was saying it'd be really cool because it's really cool for American people who are going to be getting it 2 weeks early, because if you get your PS4 and then you get like your launch games for it, and then you just stream during European peak hours for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. Or you put out videos during European peak hours. That seems kind of crazy. I was like, man, that seems really like slimy, sleazy. I was like, ugh.
We should do that.
I'll probably be too busy playing the PS4 anyway,
Most
so
likely.
I'm just gonna end up streaming it anyway. It's just I found it funny that I was just like, man, somebody's gonna get up and be like, oh shit, it's like 12 GMT or something. Be like, I gotta get on my PlayStation. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that is a really weird, dirty way of doing that.
But hey, some people are gonna do that.
Yeah, fair enough. More power to them.
I'm gonna enjoy myself.
So what do you have for new releases next week?
Hey, Devin. New releases next week. We've got ourselves some pretty fantastic games. Did you like Pixel Junk Monsters on the Vita, PS3?
I did not play any of it.
No? Okay, well, great. You'll be able to buy it on Steam. It is $20, though. Unless you buy it pre-order, then it's $16.
Eh.
Okay, then.
I already have enough games I have to finish.
Yeah. Do you like MMOs? Because then we've got Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn being relaunched. I actually have it bought. I have it yes.
Yes.
I'm going to play it.
Good. That sounds great.
I'm hoping it's going to be as awesome as I'm expecting it to be. I already have one buddy that I'm playing with. I know last time we announced that we're going to be on some other server, Leviathan.
Yeah.
That didn't fall through because apparently everybody rolled on Leviathan, and there was an open beta on the weekend where you can create your character, and that's transferring over to early release, and that character also goes into the real game. So people all made shit on Leviathan. We weren't able. Me and my friend were not able to make characters, so we are now on.
What's the name?
Some character. You know what? Let's find it out because I cannot pronounce the name. So if I go FFXIV servers, it is like, sorry, Midgardsormr.
Midgardsormr.
Midgardsormr. MIDGARDSOMSORMR.
Midgardsormr.
Yes. So that's, hey, if you want to play with us,
we are on Midgardsormr. Midgardsormr.
It just means that when somebody asks you, you don't want to tell them. You don't even have to try
Midgardsormr.
to not say it properly. You'd be like, "Oh, what server you want? Oh, it's Midgardsormr." Like,
Midgardsormr.
What was that? Midgardsormr.
Midgardsormr.
Fucking
Midgardsormr.
I'm not joining you then. Thank you.
Midgardsormr.
So there's that.
See, I feel like they missed an E at the end of that.
Oh, yeah. Midnight Summer.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lost Planet 3 is coming out next week as well.
I want to play that, but
I was only recently told that game does not have co-op.
what? Really?
Yeah. You know what? Do you allow me to Lost Planet 3 co-op? No co-op.
Wow.
We'll have a co-op. No, it will not have co-op. No co-op.
No co-op. I find that to be odd.
At least that we know there's no co-op. From what I've been told, it also looks very actiony and crazy. I'm still excited for it. I can't wait to try it out. But that's coming out. I'm excited to see what the hell happens with it.
I think that's going to be something I pick up like later on in the year.
Not gonna trust me if I'm like, hey, Devin, looks real good. It's really fun.
Honestly, if Dan tells me it looks good,
I'll tell Dan.
then I'm going to take it.
We also have Killer is Dead coming out for the 360 and PS3, which is something I actually do want to pick up. I might not pick it up right away because there's a lot of other stuff that is going to arrive late for me this week that I probably won't have the chance to play, and then this is going to come out. I'm going to probably pick up Killer is Dead at one point. I do really want to try it out. It's another game from Suda51, I do believe, if I'm right.
Yes.
But yeah, looks crazy. For those of you who really like music games, I'm only saying this because some of these people actually watch this podcast. Yeah. For you guys who like Hatsune Miku, the Project Diva F, which was a game that was in Japan only, is coming over to North America and such next week on the PS3. We got Madden coming out and
Castlevania Lords of Shadow Ultimate Edition for Steam
on the PC.
Cool.
So that's cool. As well as the next Xbox Live Arcade title, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Yeah.
So, woo. Actually,
and Shelter.
Yeah, Shelter looks really interesting.
I was reading up on that.
You play as a mother badger.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
And it seems crazy.
Man, I would hate to be a Mac gamer.
Get SimCity late and it's broken.
And like Bioshock Infinite is just coming out on Mac now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah, oops, I don't want to do that. That's it for releases, pretty much. All this other stuff is really random. We got Pokemon Rumble Wii U coming out for the Wii U, which I believe was a game on the friggin' 3DS that is coming out on the
cool.
something. I don't know. I think so. And that's pretty much it. That's it, you guys. Moving on to comments. If you guys have any questions in the channel, yeah, let it be known in the chat, and we're going to read off the comments from the last podcast.
Gotta show the actual. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I got that. I got how it goes now. All right, we're good.
Okay. So wait, am I reading? Akumari Kikse says, "Kind of sad I stopped watching this podcast after like 20 minutes." I replied to him, "The live stream or the recording? Hopefully it's not because it was boring." And then I remembered that it's Blarg and Sniper, I'm pretty sure. And he came in at the end and he only asked us a question.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently it was just that he was late or he left for a little bit. So I felt better. Anyways, we have Dry LTD who says, "I play Trent Protector also, but the roles in Dota are hybrids of tank, DPS, tank, healer, except for the carry, DPS. Carry, DPS.
And support.
Healer. The Initiator, Jungler, and Ganker are hybrids based on their items."
Okay.
Still need to play a lot more Dota 2. Yeah. We had Jazzmaster asking us, "Hey, the download seems to be missing on the site." That's because things happened. It took a while for me to get the render out and all that craziness. It went out late. I'm sorry. Sometimes I fuck up.
Yeah.
I apologize, you guys. Apologize. We have Douglas M saying, "I'm going to start playing CSGO again tomorrow." I actually played with him this week.
Oh, really?
It was fun.
That's awesome.
CSGO is really fun. Brings people together. It's great. We have KJO 1993. He says, "Hey guys, been watching since the first podcast and look forward to the 2-3 hour romp every week. Keep up the good work. What shooter will you be playing on next-gen consoles? COD, Battlefield 4, or Titanfall? If none, what will you be playing?" All right, so I'm going to start with that.
All right. So I'm going to play Battlefield 4.
Yeah?
I'm super excited for Titanfall.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying not to go on like Google things about Titanfall because I want it to be like this huge big surprise for me.
Yeah.
But like I keep getting glimpses every once in a while when I'm like checking links from like
you do know that's multiplayer only, right? It's not.
Okay. I know it's completely multiplayer only.
Can I tell you one thing that they showed about how matches end?
All right.
Okay, so you know how you're playing Call of Duty. I'm also Call of Duty had a reveal as well on the Xbox One. It's going to have dedicated servers.
Oh yeah, wow, holy shit.
I don't know. Even non-dedicated seems to work okay, but sometimes doesn't host anything. Anyways, back to Titanfall. You know how Call of Duty how to be like round over, and then everybody kind of like freezes in motion. And it's like okay, whatever. What they did in the video that they showed at the Gamescom thing is that whatever the match went on, like hey, you have to capture these points. Hey, we're losing. Hey, we lost. It doesn't cut to a free screen. It was like, okay, you guys got to get the fuck out. Dropships coming to pick you up. And then instead of having like the round just fade out, like, hey, scores get tallied, it was like whoever's still alive has to just get to that point, and then you just get like evac'd and out, and it would like be like a cutscene kind of while it's telling you the stuff. So they're trying to make it really story related.
That's pretty cool.
But it was just cool to have like, oh, like instead of being like Call of Duty where, oh man, we're fighting in this rural like town area and oh shit, it's over. It's like, okay, we've killed enough people, or holy shit, we're losing. Like, get out of there now.
Get the fuck out, or you will die.
And people were like trying to run away, and they were getting shot down, and Titanfalls were still happening. It was crazy.
That's pretty fucking intense.
That game,
I'm super excited for that.
Sadly, I'm probably gonna pick that up on the Xbox One.
I might wait for PC on that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be out PC and Xbox One day and date.
Oh, really? Then
I hope so.
I'm getting straight up PC then.
I hope so. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited for Titanfall as well. To answer your question though, KJO, I'm gonna be picking up COD, Ghosts, Battlefield 4, both on the PlayStation 4, and Titanfall on the Xbox One, and I'm excited for all of them. Actually, I'm excited for Killzone as well.
I'm not so excited for COD 4 or COD Ghosts. Not I saw the 4 there. But I'm excited to check out Battlefield 4 with all the destructible environment and like flooding maps and like crazy shit like that. Driving fucking boats onto the beach. And
the boat thing is apparently the map starts and it's just windy, and as it gets windier and windier, that boat just like crashes in and it changes the level. It seems cool.
That's fucking awesome.
But yeah, no, Call of Duty. The reason I'm excited for it is because yes, it's gonna be the same shit. Yeah, fish. But one of the multiplayer things that we talked about last week is the squad stuff, where you get AI squads and kind of do like some weird fighting stuff. It'll be like Bureau multiplayer or something. Probably shittier, but whatever. I'm excited to see what it's going to be. Also, COD will always be that, well, until Titanfall comes out.
Drop
COD,
in, get that fix, Twitch shooter fills that need.
Yeah, it's not Twitch. Yeah, Twitch shooter, but it also is. It's the easy thing for me to be like, okay, I want, like, I've always said, like, I want to play multiplayer. Yeah. I'm just going to throw it in, hit like A. Okay, cool. I'm loading into a game, shoot people. I'm done. It's been like 10 minutes. Just quit out.
And especially with that PlayStation 4 stuff where
it just loads in.
It's like, hey, your buddy wants to play. Do you want to join his game right away?
Yeah.
Done.
But the thing is, Killzone Shadowfall also looks really, really, really fantastic. So I don't know. I'm just getting it because I may not enjoy it, but I like trying absolutely everything because I'm a freaking idiot. So I just got to play it to be like, okay, I played it. That was cool. Or yeah, okay, that was shit. But I played it just to kind of try it. Yeah. I need to try everything. But I'm most excited for, I think, Titanfall out of all those. But for launch, Battlefield 4.
Yeah, definitely Battlefield 4 for my launch, but Titanfall for like I want to dig my claws into that new content and feel that game.
When they showed Titanfall at first, I was like, that looks okay.
I was losing my shit when they dropped Titanfall, like when they were showing actual
gameplay
footage. I was fucking losing it. I was in the middle of writing an email and I stopped what I was doing and was just losing it at Dan's place.
I thought it looked really like janky and weird, and then the new trailer that they showed, the new gameplay they showed at Gamescom was like super smooth wall running and like doing like crazy 180 shit and just flying. It looked insane. I was like, holy fuck, okay, that's clearly gonna be smooth and awesome. So
yeah,
super excited for it. Yeah. Anyways, to move on to your next part of your question, he says, since some of you are Pokemon fans, what are you most excited for in X and Y? And what would you like to see added? Favorite Pokemon? Also, what is our favorite Pokemon? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually excited for it because I'm thinking about picking up a 3DS XL just to play Pokemon. I want to get back into it. I really was hardcore into it around the originals and then a couple of revisions after.
Yeah.
So I'd like to play it again.
I'd say what I'm most excited for about it is that having not played a Pokemon game since like Gold and Silver on Game Boy Color.
Black and White.
No, that was Dan. So to me, what I'm most excited
I haven't
about
played since Gold and Silver. So
what's exciting for us is that we get to kind of live all the stuff that's been added from the newer ones. Like, hey, you can play online. Hey, you can trade Pokemon online. Hey, there's like male and females. There's like breeding. There's all this crazy shit. It's just like, holy fuck, I'm gonna get all this stuff and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you know about the crazy dirty underbelly of online Pokemon?
No.
It is like, it's like dog fighting.
Weird.
It is like there's this crazy metagame of like breeding parents to get special stats onto kids, and there's like
that seems weird.
There's massive forums on like how to like master specific styles of Pokemon and like crazy and it is like I fell down the rabbit hole. I didn't even play Pokemon. I just started like looking it up. My roommate fell down the rabbit hole like super intensely, and I felt like it was like watching dog fighting. It was just dirty. It was really weird. It's like not illegal trades, but like really weird trades. Like I'll trade you this one good Pokemon for like 3 of your other ones, but you have to make 3 individual trades. So you have to go out and catch like a shitty Pokemon so you can trade him, and it's like
weird.
This really weird like.
Yeah, I probably won't get into any of that shit.
Well, you might, to be honest with you.
No, so I won't stick with. I won't stick with the game long enough. I won't stick with the game long enough.
You could be the very best though.
Having played SMT4 and having like the like adult version of Pokemon is pretty crazy. But
fair enough.
Anyway, I'm super excited for it. I don't know what we'd like to see added. I'm not sure. I don't know what they've added.
Yeah,
so I'm just excited to see what.
I wish Dan was here for this because like he knows. And what else we got?
I wish you could like, I wish the entire game you're going around as your character, and then once the end.
I wish you could just run off the map.
No, but I wish.
That's what I wish.
I wish the end game cutscene was the character just kind of like taking off his like trench coat, and it's just 3 Pokemon on top of each other.
It's Diglett, just like stacked.
Sure, why not? That's crazy.
Perfect.
Geodude in the middle for arms. That's it. That'd be insane.
And a Ditto for the face to make it look human.
Yeah. What is your favorite Pokemon? I don't know. I'm still old school, so I don't even know any of the new ones.
Mine honestly has to be the Magmar from the original like Pokemon. I really like. He was like the goopy like lava dude.
I can't even.
He was pretty baller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
That voice.
Clefairy was another one that I really liked.
I don't remember what Clefairy sounds like.
Clefairy. That's actually what it sounds like.
I can't picture it then. Sorry.
It's like this. It's like a fatter.
Oh yeah, no,
is
that the one with the egg?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Man, those old school Pokemon.
Yeah,
Shit.
man, fucking baller.
Yeah, I can't wait to hop back into the Pokemon universe.
And Scyther. Scyther was fucking sweet as shit.
Yeah, the green praying mantis guy. Wasn't that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that shit. I don't know. I'm just really excited to play a Pokemon game. It's been forever, and
be pretty baller.
I'm excited for it. What is the last thing? Riccio or everybody except Kumar in case he's trapped in a CPU, please reenact these emoticons. Oh god. So like, do you want to do these two?
All right. So
the D fate :D. So it'd be like, and like an XD, which would be the same thing, just like.
And then D is :O.
And then Ope.
Tongue out.
Face, like, what is that? Is that like licking your nose? It's like a minuscule D. So you're just like, I don't know. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
A small C smiley face would be like.
What's that other one?
I think it's a crying.
Is that a winking D?
It's a crying D face. So it's like. I have no idea.
All right, then we have the slash. And then we have the like big
like
eyes.
The rock thing.
No, it's like this. So this is.
I think that's it.
I hope that has made your day. And we do apologize, audio listeners.
Yeah, I hope I didn't have the microphone in my face. Yeah. All right, then we got some MCP comments. I'm going to refresh here to make sure he didn't add any more. He is very frustrated at the fact that I'm still getting an Xbox One. Even though
he was messaging me today the most.
It's just for testing and trying and recording content and being able to show some cool stuff. He is nevertheless super pissed at it. But we're chums. I know he's not actually angry, or if he is, we're still chums. He says the day Riccio buys Xbox One is the day where Riccio's poo-poo becomes golden. That'd be sweet to have golden poo.
Riccio, you have...
No. So he has another one saying, okay, I want to say this one.
Yeah.
Riccio, you're only if you buy Xbox One. No. And he also says, you want to say
Riccio, have you been to the eye doctors and have your eyes checked out because you are missing things like you're half blind?
Makes me sad.
You are half blind.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Now I know what you see.
Yes.
Xbox One I. All right. That's it for comments. In the live chat, we've got...
I'm getting the
When did we start?
for Halo pretty
8
much.
PM.
Actually, I agree with you, Dikizio. I am totally getting that.
We got Blargan asking a question that's not really have anything to do with the podcast. But by the way, when did they start? 8 p.m. Eastern, I think.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Have you guys been watching Gamescom? Yeah, we've been watching Gamescom. I missed the Microsoft conference, but I read up on the live blog of it. I watched the EA conference and the Sony one. I don't know if there's one today, which is Wednesday, but I didn't see any. Yeah, I've been watching it. There's some neat stuff. I'm watching the trailers more coming out of it.
The Kidzio makes a perfect
Getting the Xbox One for Halo.
That's exactly what
49.
I'm doing, and it's $499 for a $60 game.
Yeah. I pre-ordered that thing for 33% off somehow. The
What?
Halo. I mean,
Oh, okay. I was like,
not the Xbox One.
wait, how did you get the Halo? Did Halo get announced?
Because they announced a Halo game, and it was just like on the site, like, hey, this would be a Halo game. You want to pre-order it? I'm like, yeah, sure. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's it for questions and comments from the chat. I think that's pretty much it.
Meow.
Devin, we somehow tanked this thing double.
We actually had a pretty good podcast.
That was
I'm pretty
fantastic.
stoked about that
Yeah.
conversation.
And they don't even know I'm not wearing pants. Fuck, I said that at the end, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Anyways.
Should we end it the way we started?
Oh, God, the shins. Oh, God, I can't do that. It hurts.
You have to show it so we can see what it looks like.
God. All right, well, to everybody who's been watching and listening, you guys have been fantastic. If you guys have been listening to us on iTunes, check out the YouTube versions where there's videos of us messing around and doing those faces that you guys
weird
probably
and crazy things.
Yeah, but those faces that we were trying to make with that comment probably won't make any sense if you had the audio version. So go and check that out.
Yeah.
If you guys are on the YouTube channel, check out our dry runs, check out our Let's Plays. We have a lot of interesting stuff.
We have some things coming up soon in the future,
Possibly, yes.
which will be wonderful.
And we look forward to seeing you next week on the next Unity Gaming Podcast.
Episode 80.
I've been Riccio.
I've been Somppi.
Well, that sounds weird. And take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Y'all are fantastic.